Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and today I'm doing my TBR for July. I am participating in a few different book clubs and also a few readathons, so I thought I would do a TBR this month. I don't usually do it. I'm sorry about the noise outside, my neighbour's kids are playing around. Anyway, I know I've been gone for a little bit and I will talk about that more in another video. But I just wanted to get this one up before July started. So, first we're going to start with the 3 book club reads. I have quite a lot of books here. So, I'm going to start with these ones because these are ones that I might start with the last few days of June remaining. Because it doesn't matter if I start those ones early, unlike some of the Readathon ones. And here is Sir Percy. You coming up? Yeah. Did you miss them? Did you miss them? Yeah. Okay. Give me a turn. Okay. Or we could just sit down. Either way, that'd be good too. So the first one I'm going to start with, I don't have a physical copy of. I'm planning on reading this one, I think, through my library, and if not, I might buy a copy from work, and that is Room for Stranger by Melanie Cheng. I read her short story collection, Australia Day, in April, for Aussie April. Yeah, that sounds about right. And yeah, I really enjoyed that one. This is being run by I don't know what the name of their book club is, but it's run by Text Publishing, which is, I believe, based here in Melbourne. Anyway, they're doing a book club. This is their first book. Super excited. And then my little book club is... So last month we picked 2 different books to read, and this month we've done the same thing, and that way sort of people can, if they've read one, they can read the other or whatever. Anyway, so I run the Stellar Project book club over on Goodreads, and this month our 2 picks are Night Games, Sex, Power and Sport by Anna Krien, and The Hate Race by Maxine Bemba Clark. This is going to be a reread for me, but I've never read Night Games before. I will talk about these more in a video. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so let's get on to the readathons. First I'm going to tell you which 3 I'm participating in, and then I will go into further detail about them. So firstly, I'm going to be doing a month-long readathon. I looked at a bunch of these, and this is the only one that I was like super interested in and thought that I would actually be able to participate in all of the challenges. I really love the sound of the book chunky trials, but I also know that I just can't participate in that way, at least not in July. So instead I'm doing the DND Read-a-thon, which is hosted by Sam, and I can't remember their Twitter name, but I'll link it below as well as the Google Docs. So I don't play D&D, but I know a bit about it because my brother is like super obsessed with it. So I read a lot of his stuff that he writes for his characters and things like that. So based off my knowledge from my dear brother Michael, I've decided that I want to be a half-elf, in homage to him, because that's what he usually likes to play. So the prompts that I have, why did I put them the furthest one away? So you have to pick, in this readathon, you have to pick a race, and in order to be that race you have to read all 3 prompts. So I have, this isn't even the one I wanted. Why did I put them on? I just looked at the white cover and was like, yes, this is the one we're talking about first. It's not. It's this white cover. So we have a translated book. So this is Lost in the Spanish Quarter by Heidi Goodrich. This is translated from Italian. Next one is Only One Point of View. I actually really struggled with this one, and because I don't know for certain that this book only has one point of view. I think it does, but please correct me if I'm wrong. This is On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. So yeah, I think it's just the one. I don't know. And then the last one for Half Elf is Country You've Never Been To. And I just realised I've been to this country. I was gonna say The Miniaturist, but I just realised I've been to Amsterdam. So that rules out the Netherlands. This one was actually a struggle for me because a lot of the books that I have that aren't set in the UK and US, which I've both been to, are either set here in Australia or they're set in Germany, because I really like World War II books and I've been to Germany as well. This is a mistake. I've forgotten books. This is terrible. Shit, purse. What am I gonna do? Okay. This is a month-long readathon, so I'm gonna have to rethink which one I want to read for country I've never been to, and I will get back to you in another update video about what I might have picked. But let's move on. So you can also pick to read books from other races, and I believe if you read one book from another race in future readathons, one of those people can be your team sort of thing. So I went with 3 others that hopefully I didn't screw up this time. So first one is Halfling, which is a book with less than 500 reviews on Goodreads. So I'm going with Otley Coulter and The Narrowway Hunt by Rhiannon Williams. This is a Australian middle grade, less than 500 reviews. I think it has something like 60 or something like that. But it sounds amazing and I'm super excited. Put that one back there. Next one is Dragonborn, which is to read a book recommended by a parent, guardian, or mentor. And I'm going with The Tailor's Girl by Fiona McIntosh. My mum and I both loved Fiona McIntosh. And I've read a few of hers. I never read this one. This was one of my mum's favourites. And yeah, I want to read it. I have good memories of her reading this and telling me about it. So this is kind of one of the last books that she read before she passed away. So I'm going to read it and see how I feel about it. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. And yes. And then the last one is Dwarf, which is to read a book. Oh god. This video is such a mess. I should not have taken a break for so long, best. So it's a book with foil on the cover. This one here is the snakes, and yeah, so it's got a foil of a snake around. Who's this by? Sadie Jones. Yes, don't know what this one is really about, but I have heard some good things about it lately, so we'll see. Okay, that's one readathon down. Next readathon I'm doing is the Middle Grade Magic, which is hosted by Wild Book Garden. Please tell me I got that right, and a few other people. But it's running from the 14th to the 24th, and it's basically read middle grade books, have some fun. I love a good middle grade book, so I picked out 4 here, and there are some others that I might borrow from my library or elsewhere. There are a few others on my shelf if I get to. But yes, Otley Coulter is going to be one that I try and read during this readathon to count as well. to D&D. And then I have Lenny's Book of Everything by Karen Foxley. We have The Storm Runner by J.C. Cervantes. Not really sure. And then finally we have Magnus Chase and the Sword of Summer, of course, by Rick Riordan. Yes, I still haven't read this series, so I gotta get to this one because I'm so behind on my Riordan books at this point. So yes, this one. And then my final readathon is one that crosses over a little bit with middle grade magic. So it's 22nd to 28th, and of course it is the Reading Rush. I have signed up for the website and I will leave my profile below if you want to be friends. I'm not doing all of the prompts. I've decided to do 4 of them with 3 books because I already have a lot of books to read this month, and I'm sure there will be others that I want to pick up and read as well. So I'm going with just the 4 prompts, 3 books. Here we go. So because it crosses over with middle grade magic, I'm going to try and read this one. You all know what this is by now. This is going to be purple on the cover and also 5-word title. So I'll be reading this one at the end of middle grade magic and the start of Reading Rush, and hopefully I can do it. And then the other ones I'm doing the book that you meant to read last year. So I have Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. I bought this one while in the US I think this was one of the first books I bought, so this was probably technically October. But October, November, and then I was planning to read it when I got home in December, but then of course Christmas rush, so I didn't really get to do much. So I'm hoping to read through this one because I really want to get to Little Fires Everywhere, but I want to read this one first. Yeah, there's that one. And then my final book for this TBR, we're there, we've made it first. How excited are you? So we're going with author's debut, and I'm going with that's a bit of fluff. The Borrower by Rebecca Mackay. One of my favourite authors, despite only having read one of her books. Yeah, super excited about this one, and yeah, I don't know what else to say, but there we are. That's my TBR for July, which is crazy, and I'm already kind of panicked about it. So like I mentioned, probably going to start some of those book club books early that I can be reading, and I guess I'll see how I go with the rest of them, and I will let you know, maybe just on Twitter, what book I end up deciding for country I've never been to, because I don't know why I forgot about Amsterdam. Like, I was there for one day, but still. Maybe I have a book set in France or something. I've never been to France. I must, somewhere. Okay. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys, hopefully in 2 days' time. Hopefully, I'm going to film my June book haul after this one, but first I have to run some errands. So hopefully it'll be up on the 30th, and I hope I don't run out of time. But I will see you all then. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, Percy and I will see you in a few days' time. Bye. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so... No?